Today I'm going to answer several questions, such as, how do you write copy for your website? What do you need to say, and how do you get it across to visitors in the best way? How much copy is enough, and how much is too much? You may have heard it before, but great writers and journalists use this method consistently for a very good reason. It works. Hi, welcome. It's Deb, back to continue on the topic of just what exactly to include on your website. This is going to be one of the most important steps you need to do, if not the most important one. But I can almost tell what you'll be thinking as soon as I say this first part. It's the 5 W's plus 5 and how. The who, what, when, where, why, and how, plus the 5 whys. Think of it this way. 5 whys from a prospective customer's viewpoint as to the reason they would visit your website. Those are the 5 whys. Let me pose the problem. Say you have a landscaping company, and I have acres of glorious nature surrounding my house. It's landscaped beautifully, except for the weeds. My 5 whys. Level 1 why. Because weeds are taking over my property, landscape, house, outbuildings, you name it. Level 2 why? Because they're so hard to keep in control. Level 3 why? Because I won't use pesticides. Level 4 why? Because I have a dog who plays and runs around outside, and there are deer, rabbits, squirrels, and other animals in abundance as well. Level 5 why? And here's what it comes down to. Because it's all too much for me to handle, and I've let it get way out of hand. Because I know it's very hard to find good help. At least that's been my experience in the past. The other items are levels of why, which you need to sympathize with, understand, and feel those levels of frustrations that your potential customer is going through. Have empathy. Make a connection. Include it in your copy. Can I trust you? Why should I hire you? What sets you apart from other landscaping companies I've tried? And here's what you need to get down to overall. Who is your customer? What do they need? When do they want it? Where? Why would they want what you offer? The 5 whys we talked about. And how it all works. Which brings us to the final W, which is which. Which type of problem, which type of solution, which ones to focus on. Most people today don't go through the process like this when they're writing copy for their website, and it's to their detriment. They should do this exercise to write clear, compelling, relatable copy. That's what gets your point across. That's what motivates and engages your reader, and that's what generates a sale. That's what converts. Think through the minds of your audience and customers. This is a great checklist to use. Who, what, when, where, why, and how. They will feel like you are the only one who seems to know what they're going through, and that creates a bond. In your process, start with the easiest ones for you and work through them. If one doesn't seem to fit anything in what you're doing, leave it blank and let your mind work on it offline. Don't let it hold you back. It may not fit after all, or there might be another way to look at it. Your what is something you're already thinking about. Write it down in the simplest forms for now. The who may be the next thing. These steps will help you cover the ground you need to cover in your copy. This will help you unearth a deeper perception and perspective that is unique to you in comparison to competitors. As you pull together and understand what you want to get across to your visitors, your message becomes much clearer. Here's what you need to do. It's pretty easy. Complete 2 tasks for the 5 W's, who, what, when, where, why, and how, and the 5 whys from your visitor's viewpoint. These are all things you need to at least touch on in your copy. Write 1 with your potential customer in mind. What are they going through and looking for in detail? 2, from your skilled professional perspective of what you can do about these things for your potential customer. You have the solutions. What problems do you solve? It's basically that simple, but do it in detail first. What does your customer need to know about your offer? What may have been their experiences? What is it they ultimately want and why? It's like the difference between breaking off a weed in the ground or pulling it out by the root, speaking of weeds. That's the difference you need to make and get across. What are your visitors to your site looking for, and what do you offer to help them specifically? This is a gold mine of copy. Who are you? What is your motivation, passion, purpose, vision, ability, skills, experience? What is your why? Be specific. Write it down. If you do this, you will have so many words just flowing out of you that you will find the nuggets that will make all the difference. Come down to a solid core message for each part of your website where it fits best. It's about getting down to the point of relevance. You don't want to have so much information that it would be overwhelming. So write it all out, unbury it, get it out of your head. This is about discovery, so you can present clean, clear, relevant messaging. Then start eliminating. Keep it a reasonable length with words that are easily understood and read. You will end up having to die for copy that does what it is supposed to do, which is convert, so you can help more people. Once that's completed, it's time to find relevant images. As they say, a picture is worth 1,000 words, but that's for another time. In the meantime, write, revise, repeat. Okay, go do the work and have fun with it. God bless.